Hello everyone and welcome to Fatal Fury Final, a beat 'em up based on the original Fatal Fury. Let's just jump right into the story mode here. You can see we have 4 characters each with their own special moves. They may seem relatively similar as I scroll over them right here, but trust me, they have quite a few differences that we'll get to later.
Okay.
So FFF has a lot of English, you could say, but the story's still mostly understandable. Soteria controls somewhat like you might expect a stereotypical beat-em-up character to control. We have a basic 4-hit combo which knocks the enemies down as we finish it. And we can smash open crates, boxes, and whatever else might be in our way for extra goodies. And here's the standard beat-em-up character grab that we activate simply by bumping into the enemy. We also have a move that lets us attack directly behind us and knock the enemy down, which is incredibly useful in this game in particular. As the enemies in FFF move faster than you do, it's very hard to run away to the other side of the screen, as you normally would. In other beat-em-ups, I mean. The game's just introducing this motorcycle enemy. They're not too hard to deal with on their own, but of course they're used with other enemies later. It's quite a hassle to tackle them while you're fighting a whole mob, especially since you need to take them out first. That's one of our 4 special moves. It's mostly used around a whole group of enemies, which I'm trying to show off right here. Yeah, that's what you're meant to use it for. And the reason I felt comfortable showing you that is because there's meat in this can. All 4 of our special moves serve different utilities, you could say. For example, this one right here is useful for attacking enemies at long range and knocking them out of the air if they jump at us. Alright, it's time for our first boss fight against the Duck King. His main attack is that he rolls at us in a weird ball. We can either block it or punch him out of the air. He also has a tendency to jump kick at us, but we can also punch him out of that. The block is completely unnecessary for this boss, basically. Here's one of the few flaws in the game. Sometimes when you block an enemy, they end up inside you. Boss characters are almost completely resistant to grab attacks, so when that happens, you're kind of screwed. Because either you grapple him and he kicks you, or he grapples you and you get flung across the screen. I feel like this probably could have been mended by having the player be pushed back when they block certain attacks. Regardless, I was pretty unhappy with this run because I know I could do a lot better, so let's just skip to when I was not terrible. The ranged attack is particularly useful against bosses who try to close the gap by jumping at you. If you manage to get tough enemies in close range on your terms, it just sort of turns into a back and forth. Thankfully, you do punch faster than most of the enemy characters. Most of them.